Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Serena, and I have been asked probably hundreds of times how I do my bows, and I forgot my project from yesterday out in my living room. But I love to do bows, and bows are kind of my thing. Um, I wanted to share with you my bow tutorial. This is the bow. This is my go-to bow. Okay. But before I do anything else, I want to make sure that if you are not on my text alert, that you text live to me at 951-257-8989. And then you'll get text alerts from me when I go live, or I might remind you after the fact that I went live, because sometimes I forget, like today. Oh, Kurt just walked in. Can you go hand me my project that's on the couch that I put out there real fast? And so I'm gonna show you guys my bow tutorial that like I said, it's my go-to bow. You could use a single layer, double layer, triple layer. I don't generally do triple layers if I don't have to. Thank you. Thank you. Look, so this is my go-to bow. I only did 2 loops on each side. This is a project I did yesterday. I don't know if I got anybody on. So again, if you want to get text alerts from me, just text me live at 951-257-8989. Okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, I am going to show you, let me go to the comments, how to do my bow. Like I said, this is my go-to bow, and I do this all the time. I hope you guys can see this. What you're going to do now, I use 2 different kinds of bows. I generally use the wire-edged bows or the ribbon, because it is easier to do a bow. And it stays in place and it fluffs up really nice. I don't love the 2-inch. This is 2.5 inch. This is 1.5 inch. I get my ribbon everywhere, so it just really depends. Like sometimes I'll get it at Costco when they have like the huge rolls. All of their stuff is generally wire edged. Will I use non-wire edged ribbon? Yes, I will use non-wire edged ribbon. But I prefer the wire edge. 2.5 to me is too big. The 1.5 inch is like perfect and good for layering. Like you saw, the bow that I just did yesterday was the 2.5 inch ribbon, and I did it double layered. But I only did, like I said, 2 loops on each side, which makes 4. The more loops on each side, the fuller the bow. Another question people ask me, will I layer 2 different size ribbons? Yes, I will. And I will generally, when I am layering, do a solid and a print. And I know these don't match, but I picked them because they don't match, so that you're more aware of what it's going to look like, because the colors kind of, this really sticks out. I really like the 1.5 and 2 inch ribbons, if you can find them. Hobby Lobby will generally have some good ribbon, and they have sales on their ribbon a lot of times. They don't have beautiful ribbon all year long. And there's several places that they carry their ribbon. They're, over in the one side, like when I walk through to my store, you go to the left and there's like 4 rows of ribbon at Christmas time and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And then they don't normally always have those rows. So what I'll do is I'll go to the floral department to the right, and in the wedding department, they'll have some ribbon all year round. You just have to kind of look, right? Another question I'm asked is, what about the Dollar Tree ribbon? It's crap. So yes, I said that on live. It's crap. Do I love Dollar Tree? Yes, I love Dollar Tree. Of course I love Dollar Tree, but I don't love their ribbon. It's really cheap. It's kind of flimsy. And yes, it is wire edged. Hello. Oh, so the ribbon in the sewing section, Julie, I I don't normally go there because it's not wire edged. So I go to the floral department. I'd rather go to the floral and wedding department, which is in the same section on at my store. Michael's has some too, but not a lot. And theirs is generally like the 2.5-inch ribbon. You have to kind of, like I said, I know Joann's has some too. These are my stores that I have local to me. I don't shop at Joann's very often because their selection, since we have a Hobby Lobby, I generally go there. We have like floral supply stores. Floral supply stores will have good ribbon as well. You just kind of have to look. But if you're going to buy ribbon online, make sure it's wire edged. 1.5 to 2 inch is my absolute favorite. If you have to get the 2-inch, Costco has phenomenal ribbon. And yes, every year I will buy 12 rolls of ribbon at $7 a pop because I normally pay like $7. This is $5. This is $5 ribbon. I think I got this at Target actually. So you just have to kind of look around. The other thing that you're going to need are chenille sticks or pipe cleaners. They're called pipe cleaners. When I was, growing up, these were pipe cleaners, right? But they call them chenille sticks. So if you're going into Hobby Lobby or some other store and you say, where are the pipe cleaners? They're going to look at you like, what's a pipe cleaner? There's no smoking in this store. No, they call them chenille sticks. I don't know why they changed them. Whatever. That's what they're called. I get the big pack from any craft store will have them. Do not pay a truckload of money for them. Sometimes even they'll have them at the Dollar Tree or dollar store or whatever. Pick them up there. And they're fine. The ones at the Dollar Tree are fine. The thing is they're small packages at Dollar Tree, and I can get like 100 pack at the store for like $5. So if you think about it, you're only getting like 20 at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And you're getting, a big bunch of them for $5 at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So, just kind of look around. I generally will have black and white. And sometimes I'll even, depending on like what season I'm in, I'll try to find them. I'll try to find like a multicolor pack, especially if I'm doing a lot of bows. Just look around. Walmart might have some too. Maybe this is Walmart. I don't know. Again, anytime we stop and there's ribbon, I will generally pick up some ribbon, especially if I like the color and it's wire edged. 1.5, 2-inch are absolute favorite. 2.5-inch, this is 2.5-inch and it's fine. Another thing you can use instead of chenille sticks or pipe cleaners is little zip ties. You can find those again at the Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's or Dollar Tree or something. And I will generally get like either the black or the white, the small ones. I feel like I have more control with the chenille sticks than I do with zip ties, but zip ties are great. Well, you can also get them at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, right? So totally whatever works for you. I have literally used like smaller ribbon to tie things together when I'm out of chenille sticks or zip ties. I've even used long zip ties if I have to. So use what you've got, right? I try to use what I have as far as my ribbons are concerned or whatever. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure you just comment. Also, if you're watching this on replay, put hashtag replay so I know that you watched it. I'm using StreamYard, which is a streaming program, and I don't always get everybody's comments, so I promise to go back and respond to every comment. And if you're watching on my page or on my YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe because that helps me. I know what you like, and I will make more of that content for you. Okay, so let's get into the bow tutorial. Sorry it took me so long to get there. Let's start with a single bow, okay, and then we'll go into a double layer bow. All right, I'll try to go as slow as possible. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. All right, so I never measure either. I just kind of go on what I feel. This is about 6 inches. I'm going to leave about a 6-inch tail. I'm going to make a loop. It's a loop and twist. Always loop, loop, twist, pinch. Remember that. Loop, twist, pinch. All right, loop. This is going to be the center of my bow. And again, this is my go-to bow. Twist, pinch. Okay, so here's my tail. This also helps because ribbons like this are, there's a right side and a wrong side, just like fabric, right? And so you always want the right side of the fabric facing out. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it. And then I'm going to kind of put my finger under here. And if you have to, you can always let it go and do it again. Okay, I kind of move this up here like this and then pinch again under here. Now, if it just depends on how big of a bow you want, how big and full you want it. I don't make my loops this big because they're floppy. I like my bows tight and full. Okay, so I do about a 4-inch loop. That's about 4 inches. Pinch, twist, well, I mean twist and pinch. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Loop, twist, pinch. Okay, so those loops are a little not the same size. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to start with here so you guys can see. Loop, twist, pinch. Loop, twist, pinch. You can always pull if you don't have it the right size. By this first one, I will actually move this right here, this center, and it gives me more control if I put my finger in the center of that loop. Okay. Loop, twist, pinch. Loop, twist, pinch. And I'm going to do about 5 of these on each side. So 10 loops, twists, pinch. Loop, loop, twist, pinch. That's going to be in your head now. Loop, twist, pinch. Loop, twist, pinch. And you can get faster and faster. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be my 5th on this side. And it does kind of get fat and full. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Twist. And then I'll finish it off with a twist. All right. And then I'm going to get scissors that I don't mind getting messed up. These are just utility scissors. Okay. Because there's a wire in here, you guys. You don't want to dull your good scissors. Okay. So I'm going to take my chenille stick, stick it through the center of my bow. And I'm pinching all the time. Pinching, pinching, pinching. Underneath here. Do you see under here? I'm going to flip it over and twist the heck out of it. Pull that tight and twist, twist, twist. Twist, 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 twist. All right. So I'm going to pull that to the side. I was thinking also there at floral supply stores, you could also get like the floral sticks that are bendable. Those also work as well as chenille sticks. So that doesn't look very pretty, right? But that's okay because we're going to move this around. I'm going to move that tail, the very first tail that we did. I'm going to move that down like that. And then the last tail that we left off with, I'm also going to move it around so that the tails are on the same side. That makes sense? And then I'm just going to pull apart my my loops, just pull them apart. and then you fluff them. Now, if it's too floppy, don't worry, because generally when you put it on something, it pushes them all forward. So you see how full that is? And because it has the wire in it, you can kind of zhuzh it up. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to pull it apart. Pull them apart. That scared me. I thought there was a spider on it. I'm like, it was just fluff. And the nice thing is you can kind of like move them around and twist them because it has wire, right? So you can move stuff around, make it where you want it. And again, see how full it is? And I can pull stuff to the top and then kind of zhuzh it. Pull stuff to the bottom. And then you see how pretty that's going to be? And again, once it's on a wreath or a door hanger, see that? All right, let me see. And you can kind of like smush them to make them. Look at all these Tarina-isms you guys are getting today. Smush and zhuzh. There you go. That's pretty. That'll be pretty. So, and then you can trim these right here. You can trim the tails. You can either do a diagonal trim. That's kind of like a winner's ribbon trim. I generally do a dovetail, and I'll show you what a dovetail is. You fold it in half. You cut from this is just how I do it. You cut from the fold and cut down to the bottom. That's not a very pretty one. These are not like the best scissors. I just grabbed the ones out of my cabinet or my drawer. But again, cut, even though I'm going up, cut down towards the bottom of the tail. That's a better one. That's a dovetail. That's a good dovetail. All right. And then again, once you have a little bit of the chenille stick, if you've got more of the, like I would normally leave this long and then put it in my wreath or on my door hanger, and then twist it. If I'm doing a wreath, I have a wreath holder, or like the wreath form, and I will twist it and then probably like add some hot glue or some E6000 to hold it in place. But with this, because I have it on the door hanger, you can either put Velcro so you can swap out the bow for maybe different holidays. Because this is not going to change. I just used hot glue and hot glued the heck out of it. And then after everything dried, I kind of fluffed my ribbon where I wanted it. Does that make sense? So, and then when you store your door hangers and stuff like that, like the bows get flat. What's nice about having wire ribbon is that you can just refluff it. Okay. All right, let's do a two layer ribbon. Okay. Again, I'm using ribbon that does not match because I want to show you the contrast. All right. When they do get full, I'm just going to warn you, and I just let my ribbon kind of dangle. Okay. Same. Let's see with the right side. All right. I want to make sure I'm using the right side of my ribbon. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. Same thing. Same exact process, you guys. I'm going to line up my ribbon. Line up my ribbon. Okay. Leave a tail about 6 inches. Make a loop. Now this is a bigger bottom ribbon. So I kind of gather, twist, pinch. Okay. Now I always do this with the first one just because it makes it easier for me. So the tail is facing me, okay? Maneuver that so you can pinch, loop, twist, pinch. I know that there's easier ribbons out there or easier bows, but I'm telling you, every time I do my bows, you guys, people are like, oh my gosh, my bows don't even look like that. And I'm like, I know this is the prettiest, easiest tutorial. I can't even remember where I found it. I saw somebody online that does bows on their wreaths, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the prettiest thing. I just practiced and practiced. Okay. So practice makes perfect. I love doing bows. Another story, I used to use a bow thing and make my own bows at Christmas time. And I know there's bow makers out there, like the bow forms. This is easier, you guys. I can do it faster. I tried using one of those Bodabra things. I got rid of it. Okay. Again, always make sure that your ribbon or your ribbon is lined up. Again, loop, twist, pinch. And I just want to make sure that my loops are about the same size. Somebody else asked me one time if, remember I open up this middle because it holds it better. Somebody asked me if I make like each layer bigger and bigger and bigger. You can, I don't. You can. I don't like the look of that, but you can. I think that it makes it floppy. I like my bows to be the same, like the loops to be the same. Okay. So also remember that there are 2 ribbons here, 2 layers. So if you do 5 loops on each side, that's going to be 10. This is 10 total. That's pretty full. So I don't think we need 10 on each side. So I think we might try the 3 on each side. That one was 2 on each side. Okay, so loop, twist, pinch. Loop, twist, pinch. Let's do a 3rd one on each side. Loop, twist. Hi, Stephanie. Twist, pinch. Sometimes I pinch so hard my hand hurts. Loop, twist, pinch. Okay. I think that's going to be super full. So we're going to cut it there. And here's the deal, guys. If I don't love it, I don't have to use it, right? Okay. Grab my chenille stick. Probably should have grabbed 2 when I was grabbing them. Normally I'd use a full length one and not just a little half one. And twist the heck out of it. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my tails. I'm going to move my tails down. Actually, I kind of like the mustard and the plaid. I might actually use this. This is real pretty. But I wanted to show you a good contrast. So not only are you double layering the bows, the loops, but you're also double layering the tails, which is it makes it really pretty, especially when you're making a wreath. It makes it super full, and I love that look. Okay, so the one thing that I do when I'm separating out my loops, especially with 2 colors or 3 colors, I alternate how I pull. So I'm going to separate them like this. Okay. And then the next one, I'm going to pull the plaid up and the mustard down. Okay. Because I try to get it so that the the loops are not like stacked. The colors aren't stacked. So we've got 2, 4, 6 on each side. That is super full. Look at how pretty that is. So this is going to be a 12 loop bow plus the center. Now you can keep the center like it is because you have a little bit of that plaid showing. I would keep the middle together, but if they're the same size, I would probably like separate them out just a little bit, or add that in as a smaller loop to give the center some fullness. But because these are 2 different colors and I can kind of see that peekabooing in there, I'll leave it, okay? So again, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to follow the pattern of here. So I went orange, or the yellow, the mustard color on the top first, and then pulled it apart in the bottom, and then at the top. Remember, you guys can twist them to make it fuller, to maneuver it however you want. All right. So again, I'm going to kind of just sit it down so I can zhuzh it up a little bit. Just to kind of see where I've got everything. And sometimes you have to pull them and twist and pull a little bit. Don't pull too hard because you'll pull it longer. You don't want to do that. Okay. There we go. It's so pretty. I actually do like the mustard and the plaid. It looks really good together, actually, surprisingly. Wow. Okay. What do you guys think? It's pretty full. And then when you put this on, whatever you're going to put it on, you can really like fluff up those ribbons. There you go. What do you think? Hope you guys like that. All right. And then again, I wait until I put the ribbon or the bow on whatever I'm putting it on to trim these out because I never know what I'm going to do with them. You can always move the tails to the side on like a door hanger like I did on that one, or keep them long, move them to one side, both of them. Also, another thing too is if my things aren't like laying down where I want them, if I'm not going to remove the bow from the whatever I'm making, I will actually use a little bit of hot glue behind a bow behind the loop that's closest to the thing, just to kind of hold it in place. Okay. The same with the tails. If I know that it's not going to come off, like the bow is on the wreath for good, I will actually put some hot glue behind here and make it stick so that it doesn't move anywhere. Hot glue is your friend. Just know that if you're using hot glue, don't put your wreath or your door hanger outside in the summertime, because I live where it gets to be over 100 degrees and it will heat up and move. So you don't want to do that. So, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make a bow. This is, like I said, it's not, I know there's other types of bows out there that you could make, but this is my go-to. And I mean, for a reason. These are super cute, really full, really pretty bows. And they do have that wow factor. Like, let's see, I can put it in my hair. It gives the wow factor on a project. Practice makes perfect. I mean, you guys just keep practicing. This, like I said, these are both 2.5-inch ribbon. I did 2 loops on each side because this is the look I was going for. Okay. It's really, really full. And like I said before, you could add a little bit of glue underneath to hold things in place. So like right here, I put some glue. Right here on the tails, I put some glue. And that way it stays really full. And then when I store things, when I store my wreaths and my door hangers, I actually go to like during Christmas time, they have like wreath storing like plastic bins, like they're round, and I will actually get a couple of those at Christmas time, and then they store away really nice. Door hangers, I can stack a few door hangers within each wreath holder. So that's my advice to you guys. Again, if you are wanting to know when I go live, just make sure you text me live, 951-257-8989. And you'll get updates on when I go live. I hope this was really helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments, like I said, if you are watching this on the replay. And I hope you guys have a great day. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.